Hello everyone to my new Let's Look At, or What Is. So, what is Clustertruck? Well, Clustertruck is a simple game with a very complicated way of going about doing it. The premise is simple. All you have to do is get to the end of the level by any means necessary without touching the floor. This sounds easier than actually this sounds probably a lot harder than it is, but we'll get into it here. But this is in the alpha stage, but they are planning on having you unlock abilities in the full game. I think they said there's going to be like 100 levels, 10 different worlds, and who knows how many obstacles. Oh, excuse me, in the alpha alone there are quite a bit of decent obstacles, but I'm just going to cherry pick you my favorite levels from the alpha that I've gotten through. I've actually completed the alpha for once. Please take note, you will die a lot playing this. I cherry-picked it to where if I show I die, I usually only show I die once. Because let's face it, if you want to just go and do it yourself, you'll be downloading it. It's in the description below if you want to, and also help support the developers, because this is a fun game. But this game is, shall we say, like I said, easy to play, hard to master. The key is you can touch anything, and I think jump off of just about anything except the floor. You touch the floor, it's game over. And you have to get to the finish line. It's a simple premise, and you also do get to slow down time by you holding down the left mouse button by default. And trust me, you will want it. I tried to get along without it for a while. I never got past level 14, which is this one, without using it. Because it really helps in actually being able to land instead of just, hitting the floor. Because that's kind of a game over. But fear not. Sometimes it may look like you are screwed, as you saw there. I just jumped off of what I think was a piece of snow or ice. But sometimes, fate can be a cruel mistress in this game, and will slap you down just as often as it does help you, as you see right there. Now this is probably one of the more difficult, at least was to me, stages in the alpha. I must have redone this stage, like, I'm not even joking, probably 40 times. So, when I complete this, it goes, that looks easy. It was not. I mean, it wasn't impossible, but it sure as heck wasn't what I would call easy. It's challenging, and I like a good challenge. Because they don't really tell you where the stage is at all times. You just kind of have to look around. For example, I didn't find out the goal was over there. I should have known when I didn't see the goal in front of me. I was a little bit of a stupidity for there, but yeah. But don't worry, it's not just falling from great heights. You also have to avoid things, like not ramming your head into a big giant steel column that's rotating. And making death-defying leaps through the said stone that's not really a pillar, stone structures. Kicker is, it's a lot easier to say it than just actually do it. I think this stage took me around 4 tries. Not near as many as the previous, but still, I can foresee a lot of hours being drained into this. I actually didn't even intend to beat the alpha. I just kind of said, you know what, I'm having fun, I'm going to keep doing this. Come to find out, well, you beat every level in the alpha. That's not what I wanted to do, but well, I guess it is kind of what I wanted to do, but not really. The point here is, it is addicting. This is a very addicting game. Now this level is actually one of my favorites, and I hope they really keep it in the full release of the game, because this was just a sheer, I don't really want to call it a reaction test, but yeah, you can see how this would be difficult if you have slow reactions. Thankfully they do give you the slow motion. Without the slow motion I would not have beaten this, and I would imagine a great many people wouldn't either. That's actually one of the very few stages I actually one-shot, so maybe I'm a little biased. This stage is a nightmare, in a good way. Because there's not really a whole lot of obstacles, it's just a whole lot of instant death lasers. Which I almost found a very cheap way through. By just doing this by riding. But no, you don't have to do this. You could easily jump forward, and I'll show you a way to be able to jump forward through this level. It's really not all that bad, actually. Ignore the one death where I just kind of fell off the side. Yeah. Not one of my best retries ever. I was kind of holding W, or holding A, I'm sorry. I was holding A. But yes, slow motion is a must. If you don't learn to utilize it, I mean, you could probably still get through the game. I got through it enough times, but you will die a lot. Just get it through your head, it's gonna happen. Apparently, I did not edit these nearly as well as I thought I just did. Now that is a little bit disappointing, but there we go anyway. I thought I got rid of one of those deaths extra, but this is the one where I actually got through it. And I'm not going to be making a real long video, because as you can see, I'm already struggling to come up with commentary from this. This is simply to give you a taste of gameplay. Is this a game I want to play when the game comes out? Do I want to try the demo now? Does this look like it'd even be fun? I have no idea when this game's coming out. Like I said, if you want to look up the developers and all their page, I've been putting it in the description below. So if you want to help the developers out, if you want to download the demo that I'm playing here, then by all means please do so. And, you know, give a little bit of support to the developers, because, I mean, I'm assuming this took quite a bit of work to make, and this is a very fun game. And bottom line, I'm going to be buying this. I know I'm going to be buying this. I get addicted to these arcade games so easily, and I know I shouldn't, but I just can't help it. I love just being able to feel like I'm Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. And I don't think that's even what they were going for here, but goodness sake, man. Everything's just blowing up. Now this is actually the final level. I kind of forgot all about that. And without a doubt, probably the most difficult of the levels. Simply because of all the stuff going on here. And that was much more difficult than that made it look. But that's the alpha, everyone. There's, I think, 40-something levels. I didn't really pay attention to the numbers, but seemed to skip around a bit here. But it's enough to give you a taste of whether you will like the game or not. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully this helped you make a decision, and hopefully I shall see you next time. Farewell until then.